Damn, dude!
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 79. I'm your host, California Cal, and this is a show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
We're here to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different perspectives and contexts that we have in life. Just to share as many and to gather and share as many as possible, because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives in life, the easier it is to understand and navigate through it, and then it just makes life fucking doper. You dig? So, yo, I'm tired as fuck. My apologies, because this episode is also late as fuck. Yo, it's been crazy busy lately. And it's actually, I mean, it's a good thing. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, so it's pretty late here, but still the same day. We're still getting this piece out by Thursday. And you guys ever fucking do stuff where you have to end up paying stupid tax on something? Yo, that's what I fucking did. I realized I took advantage of a parking spot that was just always available, and they were always cool with me parking at it. And I never seen them tow anybody ever from this place. And I've seen people parked overnight quite often. And I parked there one too many times, and they towed my shit. I was like, motherfucker, dude. Fortunately, it wasn't too bad. Where they towed it was literally just down the street. So, well, I'm like not even talking to the mic. Sorry, guys. They towed it down the street. It was like a little over a mile away, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, all right. So I pay to get my car out. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. It's like $300. I'm like, damn it, man. Like, I so don't have $300 for this shit. Like, and I realized, I'm like, damn it, man. Like, I'm trying to think how many times I've parked in this spot overnight. So let's say I pay $300, and let's divide that by, I've had to park there like, I don't even know, like 20 times. So it's $15 a night for parking if I park there 20 times.
Damn, dude.
And maybe even more, so it's probably even cheaper. But yeah, it's like, you know what, fuck it. I paid the convenience fee, I guess. And they got me. So they towed my shit, and I was like, motherfucker, dude. Like, you can't be serious right now. I'm just like, is my car stolen? Like, no, what? Like, I swear I parked it here. I just realized right now, because it was so early when I saw it, I was just standing there having a total, like, dude, where's my car moment? Like, dude, sweet. Dude, sweet. Like, I was just fucking like, it's still my car? And yeah, it was pretty bad. I wasn't mad or anything, though. That's the thing. I was like, I didn't get upset at any point. I think because I knew I was kind of pushing it, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing is, like, dude, when you get comfortable doing something like that, you get used to a luxury. You have to understand it's a luxury. You know, it was a luxury for me to park there a bunch of times. And there's also the spot where the curb is right in front. And I used to park there a whole bunch of times, even overnight for a couple days on end. A bunch of my neighbors would park there. All sorts of random people would park there because it, like, I don't know, it doesn't look like it would be red there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but then all of a sudden the cops came through and they started getting everybody tickets for it, and everyone got away with it for a while. But then tickets. I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm just like, dude, like, getting your car towed or getting a ticket is so obnoxious. Like, it's so annoying. It's such a nuisance. It's like, okay, thanks. Like, now what? Like, fuck. Like, what are you even gonna do with this money? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a ticket for like parking somewhere funky and it's like, I don't know, like $65 or something. Like, where's that money even go? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the governor's just out there fucking buying more hair gel and like like damn, my fucking my $65 ticket probably went to a special can of fucking like foreign child labor hair grease specifically for Mr. Newsome or some shit. Like, oh man. Um no, dude, so I was like, dude, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm like, first I'm freaking out because like, I don't know, I guess just in my experience, like whenever you get your car towed in San Diego, they take it to the spot in like Kearney Mesa, next to all like the Japanese shops and all that, and like cycle gear and all that. And it's fucking expensive as fuck, dude. Like, they're way expensive. It's like over like $700 for like, if they tow your car there and then you show up even before it's off the trailer and they unload it and then you go and get it back, like right then and there, $700. One time I had my motorcycle towed. I forgot what I was doing. What did I get in trouble for? Oh, I was speeding because I was going to a work meeting late. It was a mandatory meeting. It was one of those meetings where they're like, you're fired if you're late. So I'm like, I'm not being fucking late. So I'm hauling fucking ass. I'm probably doing like 130. I mean, which isn't that fast on like a 600 sport bike. But like, I'm going, and they pull me over and I'm like, fuck, like, no, like, this is going to get me fired also. Like, this is no good. So they impound my bike and fucking, they impound it. And then I just fucking meet them at the place, at the impound yard, like literally within like an hour. And fucking, it was like $700. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, this is insane, bro. So, yeah. So it's like, I was fucking tripping. I'm like, dude, that fucking sucks. I definitely don't want that to happen. So they just tow it literally down the street. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Because I forget that this is like a different county or city. No. It's a different city, but same county. Like, for those of you unfamiliar, I live like currently here in Poway. Poway is what do you call it? Like it's its own city, and it's in like there's San Diego, so it's like there's San Diego County, and San Diego County is huge. Like the city of San Diego is much smaller. And it's two different things. And it's kind of confusing, but it's like you can be driving like 3 hours out in the mountains and you'll see like a gang of signs a bunch of times, like leaving San Diego County, entering San Diego County, leaving San Diego County, entering San Diego County. And like, I heard people like tripping out outside. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So I was like, fuck yeah. So I forget it's its own town. So like the rules are a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of cool. Like I'm realizing that like if you're like, it's like the cops, they're sheriffs. They're not like city cops. They're all sheriffs around here. So like it's kind of trippy because they kind of have like they're more like local and like cool. Like I got pulled over the other day for a tail light that was out, or a brake light that was out, sorry. And the dude was just like, yo, like, and he was some dude, he sounded like he's from Russia. He's like, yeah, so let me check your license and your registration and da-da-da. And he's checked it all. He's like, okay, so you just get this fixed, yeah. And I was like, yeah, thanks, bro. Like, appreciate it. I'm like taking my kid out of the car and stuff. He's like, all right, like, just go get that fixed. And I was like, all right, thank you, bro. Like, I appreciate it. Like, have a good one. It was just cool as fuck. And like any interaction I've had with the sheriffs around here, they've been pretty cool actually, which has been pretty surprising to me. So yeah, it's like it's somehow been a pretty cool experience with them so far out here. I think because it's its own little like city, I guess, or county. I don't know I think it's its own city. It's got its own whole thing going on. So I got lucky in that sense. So I just got to go down the street. The lady at the tow place, she was cool as fuck. She was like, so did you learn your lesson yet? And I was like, yeah. I was like, man, they were being cool for a while too. I was like, these fucking jujitsu guys, like, they can't park in this spot no more. So, man, I should have took a jujitsu class and then they couldn't have towed my shit. But anyway, is what it is. So the lady's just, but I remember the lady's like, so did you learn your lesson? And I'm thinking in my head, like, fuck, did I? Because where the fuck else, like, what do you do when there's no single fucking spot that you're legally allowed to park overnight? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have my one car in the parking spot, or if somebody comes over or anything like that, like, I have to park my other car in the street, and it's like, dude, if there's literally nowhere to park and there's a whole empty parking lot like right across the street, like, why can't I park there, dude? Like, this is so dumb, you know? Like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, dude, I'm really gonna have to fucking like take a skateboard and park a mile away? Like, fuck. Like, come on, Chuck. That's so whack, dude. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I guess that's kind of like part of growing up. Not growing up. Well, I guess that's... No. I should say living in San Diego or any sort of like city where it's becoming more and more densely populated and just getting thicker and thicker, and people are just having to like move in with each other, and so many people are sharing rooms and small apartments and all this shit, dude, because people are having trouble making it out here, man. It's like... It's pretty fucking tough, dude. Like on some real shit. So, you know, it's like I tell my son all the time, we always have two choices in life. You can learn or be offended. Sometimes it takes being offended for a little while in order to learn. But I'll tell you what, is that those are always two options that are available to us. So it's like, no matter how lonely, no matter how depressed, no matter how sad, no matter how anything like that you are, you have those two options. You know what I mean? If you have no friends, if you have no cool family members, if you have no whatever, if you feel like everybody turned on you, if you feel like you're alone, whatever, like, usually we feel extra alone because like we feel like we personally have no options. And when we feel like we personally have no options, that's when shit's really, really fucking hard. So I think that when we can understand that we have at least two options, no matter what, even at our bare fucking minimum, learn or be offended. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you know you have those two options, it gives a will to keep going because there's awareness of what you're doing and thinking and feeling. And it's like, all right, I'm either going to fucking just be pissed as fuck because it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be upset. You know, I think we forget that at times and we'll try and like mask it or hide it or brush it off for so long. And like, we're just walking around with this fake glossy smile when like, we actually are feeling so much pain inside, you know, and so many people are walking around with pain. And it's unfortunate, like, that's kind of what's so, like, relieving, and it feels so good to run into, like, a happy, outgoing, positive person, like, and it's real. And they're like, hey, how are you? And, like, they stop and take the time to be like, oh, no, like, how are you? You know, and it's like, yo, like, thank you, man, it's cool, blah, blah, whatever, whoop-de-woo, it is what it is, yada, yada, yada. All of that, like, you know what I mean? It's refreshing as fuck. And that's part of why this podcast exists too. Because, like, we need some real ass refreshing shit that pretty much everybody can resonate with, unless you're not on any sort of path to like doing better or learning more or getting better or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or you just find me annoying or whatever, like fine. But at the same time, like real shit just resonates with fucking real ass people, you know? And I think that's what's so important about this. And this is why I have to commit to doing this podcast no matter what at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I'm so tired right now. I fucking barely slept. I had went through all sorts of crazy shit this whole last day. Kind of like, it's been crazy. It's been fucking sick as fuck, but it's just been wild. And I just realized that like in life, there's a certain amount of suffering is absolutely necessary for development as a man. I guess as a human being, as a woman, as a child, whatever, like anything like that. Let's just say person, human being, because I was just writing this from my own perspective, right? And I think that a certain amount of suffering in life is really like necessary. You know what I mean? And it's like if you don't experience certain lessons in life or certain hardships, or if you don't experience hardships, I should say, ever, then like, what are you even doing? You know what I mean? Like your life must not, you're probably dealing with harder mental shit in the first place. If, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, but it's like through every suffering moment in life, there's something to always be learned. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can reframe and recontextualize anything. And you can go back and revisit the earliest memories and the last memories that you've had of that event and reprogram them by adding different context to those old memories.
Damn, dude.
Because that's the shit that literally does healing for us. That's how I've been able to make peace with having my best friends get murdered, losing my little sister, my grandma, whoever that I love and I've lost and I'm close to. And like with my grandpa just passing just the other day, like it still hasn't hit me all the way yet. And at the same time, it's like my context of death, my context of death is that death is beautiful and it's also a blessing. As much as we miss that person, whatever you feel like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, like that's what you have to create in your life. Like whatever message that resonates with you that you should have done with them or anything like that, or the way that they live their life. Like I believe that we have to take that and live our life in a way that exemplifies that and shows that. And I know that the people who were close to me who passed away would be proud of me and would be proud of what I'm doing and how far I've came at this point. And I know they want me to keep going. And I feel like I embody the spirit of all of them. So that way their passing doesn't go in vain and they stay remembered. It's crazy as fuck, dude. Like life is long as fuck and it's short as fuck all at the same time. The world is huge. It'll never be explored. You can never explore all of it. And at the same time, the world is so small. You know what I mean? It's like, it's all of the above. All of that is true, which is just a fucking trip, you know? And I think that that's me taking the lessons that I've learned from all my hardships is like, dude, we can go back and heal all of these things and put a new context to it, put a new perspective to it, put a different lens on it to where it's actually something that's more pleasant to view and look at and all of that. Like at a certain point, depending how old you are and what you were into, like if you remember like the fisheye lens on skate videos, like that was the sickest shit for a while. Now I can't really stand watching very much fisheye lens angled like videos, like not a whole lot, you know what I mean? It just makes me kind of like dizzy or something like that, you know? It was cool as fuck at the time. I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. I thought everything should be filmed like that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like, what the fuck? You know, like, all right, we got to move on. Like, this shit's making me dizzy. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can fucking, excuse me. We can see that, we can appreciate it, but it's like, at the same time, we got to grow, we got to move on. Like, what's next? What's a better way to have a different view, to have a different perspective or context on the videos of skating? Now we got drones to follow somebody. You don't have to have somebody, your fucking friend skating behind you. You don't have to fucking like, you know what I mean? It's so crazy. We can put such different and crazy perspectives on sports and fucking athletics and tricks and the human being and what the human body is capable of. But then at the same time, we're like afraid to do that with our mind. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine, like, look at how many GoPros have came about since in the past fucking, I don't even know how long they've been around. Fucking, let's say 15 years, 10 years, 15 years. Like, how many times has your lens of life, how many times has your brain, your consciousness upgraded itself? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you still on GoPro, like, Hero 3? Which is a good camera. That's fine. It still fucking works. It's a great camera. Or are you on fucking like GoPro 10 black plus platinum eyebrows football field? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you on the fancy ass one now? Or are you still on the old one? Like, is that your way of thinking? Is that your politics? Is that your view on life, on food, on fucking politics, religion, love, relationships, yourself? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how updated and upgraded is your perspective and your way of thinking? What version are you on? You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you've updated your equipment? And I think that's what it means to be able to go back and make peace with all the things that fucking hurt us and all the suffering we've endured. It's all for a reason. Like, if you're still suffering and you see no end to it, and you feel that there's no end in sight, like, just keep going. That's the fucking most important thing you can do, is keep going. Because at a certain point, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm so fucking happy I did. And you know what I mean? It's like, that's the answer. Always just keep going. You have two choices. You can learn or be offended. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you need to take the time to be offended, go take the time to be fucking offended. It's only right. You're entitled to that. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, only go be offended with the intention to learn. Otherwise, it's just a waste of fucking good anger. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dude.
So, that's what I think we need to do for fucking our perspectives in life in general. Is to fucking just update it, upgrade it. We got to update our chip, update our lens, update the size, our screen, our case. You know what I'm saying? Like, now a new GoPro, you don't even need a fucking case over it. It's just fucking, the whole thing can go in the water now. You know what I mean? Like, how up to date is your shit? How many times do you update your phone or your computer? For me, practically never, but I do update my brain on a daily basis. I learn some new shit every day, you know? So, at the same time, I did pay my stupid tax, and I do pay my stupid tax. And at the same time, I intentionally learned at the same time. I also did read my book in the sauna. I did over 20 minutes in the sauna today. And, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I'm learning. I'm doing my thing. I still just got to fucking keep going. I got a lot of work to catch up on. But you know what? It is what it is, and it's all good. But, you know what? It's a beautiful thing, man. Like, we can all take the time to fucking learn and be better by going back and visiting the things that hurt us the most and implanting different memories or perspectives or contexts into them. And that's almost like a form of teleportation or time travel, I should say. Kind of both. You know what I mean? It's like you're going back to a specific moment that, like, you can't necessarily recreate here, but if you sit and you close your eyes, you can go back there. Damn, dude. No, but really, though, that's some real shit, man. We're going to cut this one a little bit short, you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm so fucking tired. I need to go to sleep. Every Monday and Thursday, you guys will get a fucking podcast. Supposedly at noon. I usually drop it even a little earlier. But, yeah, it is what it is. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful day, evening, morning, daytime, afternoon, whenever you listen. Be sure to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell your best friends, cousins, pot dealers.
Damn, dude.
Pot dealers, three-wheelers, mechanic about the Damn Dude podcast. Or don't panic. It's the Endo mechanic. So, you guys, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys. Please be sure to tell a friend. Please subscribe, tell a friend, all that good shit. Learn and foresee what sort of stupid taxes you could be paying before you have to actually pay them. And if you do have to pay your stupid tax, actually learn from that shit. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.